Stop lying to yourself. Your second income is a trap, and you are paying the price for a lie you chose to believe. You think you're winning because your household pulls in $133,000 a year. You think that marketing manager and IT professional title makes you elite. You're broke, and you know it. You're staring at your tax return, then you're staring at the $43 left in your checking account. You're one car repair away from a total financial collapse. You've done everything right, the degrees, the careers, the house. Yet you're drowning in a six-figure pool of your own making. Working twice as hard made you twice as likely to lose everything. That isn't a guess, that is a statistical reality from 2000 bankruptcy filings. Dual-income families are filing for bankruptcy more often than single-income families did 50 years ago. You brought home a second paycheck, and it became a noose. You're running a race with no finish line, and your engine is out of oil. Look in the mirror. It's 6 a.m., and you're screaming at the kids because you're late for a commute that steals your soul. You haven't seen your partner's eyes without bags under them in a decade. You're grinding through 10-hour days, missing every family dinner, all for a net profit of $2,000. This sounds wrong, until you realize why it's 100% right. You are trading your children's childhood for the price of a cheap coffee. You are working for the privilege of working. You know someone who needs this truth, send it to them. Or stay silent, and watch them drown. The system is the villain, but your ego is the accomplice. In 1970, one income was enough to own a home at 25% of your pay. They had breathing room, and they had a backup plan. If the breadwinner got sick, the stay-at-home parent went to work. That was their insurance policy. What do you have? Nothing. You activated the emergency backup plan as your default mode. You burned the lifeboats just to stay warm for one night. There is one mistake quietly destroying your future, and we're fixing it now. You're caught in a bidding war for a life you can't afford. When everyone got two incomes, the price of average doubled. Houses didn't get better, they just got more expensive. You're not paying for a backyard, you're paying the admission fee for a school district that won't save your kids from the same trap you're in. Housing is up 100%, healthcare is up 600%, college is up 1,200%. Every dollar of that second income was absorbed before you even earned it. You are treading water in a tsunami. Let's do the math, because your bank is too busy counting your interest to help you. Your $50,000 second income isn't $50,000. The government takes 35% because you're in a higher tax bracket. That's $32,000 left. Then comes childcare, $15,000 gone. Then the commute, $8,000 gone. Then the exhaustion expenses. You're too tired to cook, so you buy pre-made meals. You're too busy to clean, so you hire help. Another $7,000 gone. You are working 2,000 hours a year to bring home $2,000. Stop pretending that's a career. That's a hobby that costs you your soul. Type "wake up" in the comments if you're done being a slave to a mortgage broker. Watch who stays silent on this video, that tells you everything. They love their chains, they love the granite countertop they never use because they're always at the office. You bought the house two incomes could qualify for, instead of the house one income could afford. The bank told you yes, but they didn't tell you freedom. They sized your life for 100% capacity, with zero margin for error. You are one layoff away from the street. The two-income household is the most fragile unit in the economy. Both engines are already redlining, and the plane is still losing altitude. This is the part that Elizabeth Warren's research really drove home. The single-income family from 1970 had resilience. You have a house of cards. If either partner stops working, the whole structure collapses. You aren't middle class, you are a high-speed transit system for your employer's money to reach your creditors. Here is the Aliana strategy. The one-income foundation. You structure your life so your bills are paid by the smaller check. Period. The second income is ghost money. It doesn't exist for your lifestyle. It goes to savings, investments, debt payoff. You buy back your optionality. You drive the older car, you live in the good enough neighborhood. You explain to your friends why you aren't upgrading, while you're building an empire. Within 10 years, your investments will pay you more than your boss ever did. Your grandparents were smarter than you. They had flexibility. They could absorb a shock. You can't. You traded resilience for the appearance of prosperity. But appearances aren't wealth, and cash flow isn't security. Two incomes aren't better than one if they're both spent before the direct deposit hits. The bidding war for educational opportunity is a lie. You're paying a $400,000 mortgage just to get into a school district funded by other people's $400,000 mortgages. It's an arms race where everyone escalated and nobody won. You're locked into a mortgage that requires two incomes forever. You can't go down, you can't go back, the trap has closed. Unless you change. Now. Stop treading water, start building a raft. The families who thrive aren't the ones who earn the most, they're the ones who preserve their flexibility. They refuse to let their expenses expand to consume their life. They kept their backup plan in reserve instead of deploying it just to keep up with the Joneses. This requires sacrifice in the short term. It means driving past the nice houses you could technically qualify for. It means building like a single-income powerhouse. You make more money than your father did, but you have less power. Every yes from a lender was a no to your future freedom. Every upgrade in your lifestyle is another brick in the wall of your prison. You are trading the years of your life for a zip code. A zip code that requires you to work until the day you die just to stay in it. That isn't a dream, that is a fever dream. You need to understand the bidding war effect. When families started bringing home 2 paychecks, they didn't save the extra, they used it to outbid each other for the same houses. You didn't buy a better life, you just paid twice as much for the same one. You are paying the tuition equivalent in your mortgage just to avoid a bad school. And you are exhausted. You pay for daycare, you pay for takeout, you pay for cleaners, you pay other people to live your life because you are too busy working to afford the life you're missing. Wake up. Look at your tax return. Look at that $133,000. Now look at your bank balance. If you have less than 3 months of expenses saved, you are not winning. You are in the top tier of the vulnerable. You have the stress of a CEO and the savings of a teenager. And you're doing it to yourself. The one income foundation is your only escape. It means telling your friends no when they want to go on that $5,000 vacation. It means resisting the social pressure to spend like a dual income family while you build like a single income powerhouse. Within 5 to 10 years, the money you saved from that second income starts working for you. Compounding takes over, and suddenly, you actually have what you thought 2 incomes would give you, genuine financial security. The 2-income trap isn't really about income, it's about flexibility. It's about margin, it's about having options. Your grandparents had the ability to change direction, to have one partner focus on the home without the whole structure collapsing. You traded that for a granite countertop. But appearances aren't wealth, and cash flow isn't security. You can earn your way out of a lot of problems, but you can't earn your way out of a trap you don't even know you're in. Now you know. The question is, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to keep sprinting in the wheel until you collapse? Or are you going to step off and build something that lasts? Watch who stays silent on this, that tells you everything. Send this to someone who is drowning in a 6-figure salary. Force them to see the math. Force them to see the trap. If this truth hurts, good. Share it. Build your empire, or stay broke, and pretend this video didn't expose you. Your partner is waiting for you to lead, or for the bank to take the keys. Your call. Type wake up to lock in your choice. Get to work. Now. Go. You're still here? The trap is closing. Move. Build. Fight. Stop being the victim of your own paycheck. Your second income is a coffin. Start using it as a ladder. Freedom isn't bought with a second job, it's bought with a single income and a backbone. Decide who you are. The consumer, or the builder. Your legacy depends on this one decision. Don't blink. The bank is watching. Your kids are watching. I'm watching. Make the choice. Finish it.